Hello and welcome back, Boxer1 here, and today we're going to be looking at this LEGO Minecraft set from 2018, set 21145, the Skull Arena. It comes with two figures, as well as a very slightly yellowed mob, and a very cool, you guessed it, Skull Arena to fight in. So we're going to be getting into all of this, my opinions on the set, and everything else to do with it today. So, I do hope you'll enjoy. And we can start with the figures. The figures include, well, two players, and we'll look at them individually. With the first one here, having their name up in the top right, it is the first inclusion of a player skin, not a Steve or Alex, in a set. They had those two skin packs back in 2016, which had some nice player skins, but they were never included in a set, making this the first inclusion, which also set a precedent for the years going forward to include a lot more player skins, which is a very crazy and very nice thing. But they come with a golden sword and have some very nice frontal printing, you can see. They don't have any back printing, which is weird, but yeah, some very nice front printing, and actually this is probably one of my favorites out of all the skins. The second player figure included also has a skin, also that first inclusion of a skin in a set, has the golden axe and has some very nice frontal printing. They also have some metallic printing. This is personally one of my favorite all-time skins. There is one that I like a little better, and it's Ender Dragon Slayer or something like Dragon Slayer, and that came in a set as well from, I believe, a year later or so. And yeah, they don't have any back printing either, but he's a very, very cool figure. And yes, you can see the cracks there from a lot of play. We also have a non-player character, a Killer Rabbit, which is a very interesting, or Killer Bunny, Killer Rabbit, Killer Bunny, something like that. And these are very cool because these are not even in the base game unless you use commands to summon them, which is very interesting, and that's only in Java Edition as well. But yeah, Killer Rabbit, very nice inclusion. I don't think they'd ever include this guy again in a set, because, I mean, why? Nobody even knows he exists, really, unless you were in Minecraft back in 2018, I guess. But yeah, a very cool Killer Rabbit, and a very nice inclusion with that bunny head mold that came from the previous 2018 wave, if it will focus. With the figures out of the way, we can now get on to the actual set. The arena, the Skull Arena, you could say. And it's very cool. We'll start with the actual player locations. You start one player here, this guy, on the green spot, and it's actually a skeleton's hand holding up this platform. If you can kind of envision it like that, hopefully, and I think that's a pretty cool detail. But you get one green platform and one blue platform. They're very simple. They just hold the player figures for them to start on. There is a middle platform with a golden apple, which is the first inclusion of a golden apple in a Minecraft set, or I believe in any set in this type of metallic gold, which is a very, very cool color for a piece. And because of that weird metallic printing, it looks very different and very odd, but a very, very cool inclusion here. There's also a pressure plate, which it gives the illusion of it activating an arrow, which is in the skull's nose. Now, if this is a jump boost arrow or a poison arrow is up to, I guess, the person, because back then both arrows were quite green, and this is actually a lighter green, so maybe a jump boost, so you can actually get up on top. We'll actually talk about the skull now, and speaking of up top, there is some loot up here. There's a shield and a bow, so whoever does maybe get hit by that jump boost arrow and jump up here can now get this stuff. You can also have your Killer Rabbit guarding it, so it's kind of treacherous to get up there, and even more treacherous to actually survive up there. There are two potions of instant health in the actual eyes of the skull, which is a pretty cool detail, and you can see the lower and upper jaw of the skull there. There's also just some mechanism in there that shoots the arrow if you push on this little Technic axle in the back, if I can speak. And that just shoots it very well, actually. If you had a player there, and I'll actually put a player there, it'll actually knock them down. And let's hope I can get this without knocking him down first. Very good. But with all that being said, it's a very simple set. I mean, there's not much to say about it other than that, but I could see this being used in a ton of fun ways if you're like fighting characters against each other as a kid or something like that. It could be a really, really cool set for that type of thing, because in Minecraft, whenever you're on a multiplayer server, it eventually devolves into some type of arena. And yeah, we have these 2-player characters who can fight against each other. Definitely a very fun set for kids to play with. I mean, it'd be really fun to play with for anyone. I mean, and you get some cool elements. First player skins, golden apple, instant health potions, using those mini figureheads in Trans Red, Killer Bunny, shield and stuff. A very cool set for just parts, and also just for a very fun play set as well. Since this is a 2018 set, it can actually connect with the first wave of 2018 sets, being these sets here in the middle, as well as the other 2018 sets connecting to them as well. And that is kind of what intrigued me about this, and what's kind of getting me to want to rebuild these two sets, the Bedrock Adventure, I think it's called, and then this one, the Skeleton Horse Thingamabobber, Treehouse, I think it is. And yeah, I think I want to make the entire thing. Of course, I've reviewed all these before, but I haven't reviewed these 3. Well, now I guess I'm reviewing this. But yeah, a very cool connected display you can make out of these. But that is basically it. My opinion on this set is it's great. I think it's a great set for just playability in general, and for pieces, and for like the idea. It's not like just your normal Minecraft house. It's actually just an arena, and I think that's a great idea for a set, and I think they should do more like that. One idea, though, keep it out of the sun, because it really yellows. I learned that the hard way, apparently. But yeah, I do hope you enjoyed this. I really enjoyed it, and if you want me to review those other 2 2018 sets that I haven't reviewed, they will be coming in the coming days, I guess, or whenever you see this. I think it's Wednesday and Friday of this week, if everything goes to plan. I do hope you enjoyed, and I shall see you next time. Goodbye.